I guess the question is what Rubik's Cube relates to STEAM, why they added the A for art. Well, within engineering and science and technology and math, there is art. You have to be able to visualize things, you have to be able to kind of see beyond, use your imagination. One of the additions that art would lend itself to is creativity. To have the imagination to see outside of the box. You know, if we didn't have art, we wouldn't have beautiful bridges, suspension bridges. We just have these big boxes. Well, to even come up with the concept of the Rubik's Cube, right? You need math, you need, think of the guy, I'm sure it's a Russian thing, because it's kind of like Tetris, right? It's engineering in itself, it's color coordinated, or let's see, 6 ranges of motion between each panel. So some engineer had to actually design this, but some artist had to come up with how this thing is creative, how can it become a game. And I think when I design things, at least on a commercial level, as a commercial artist, it's got to be beautiful, one, it's got to intrigue people, it's got to communicate a message clearly. I think those are the 2 main things that basically all design, through architecture, interior design, to web design, to print, all that stuff includes those 2 things.
In the medical assisting program at Peninsula College, we use games to reinforce learning goals and curriculum objectives in a variety of ways.
Ahead 2 spaces.
Ahead 2 spaces, so that means that you have updated your resource manual, which is what we need for care coordination. Our newest game is the care coordination game, which is formatted in the same way as Monopoly. When the draw card spaces are landed on after a roll of the dice, students will select the top card on the stack.
Bonus card, access to information, any information you need to help your client. Move ahead 6 spaces.
The topics of the cards include simple scenarios that present hypochondries they have to solve, barriers to care for their patients they must discuss and resolve, and other various tasks. Included are bonus cards such as free rolls, move ahead, and lucky break cards. There are also bad cards that outline potential HIPAA violations or barriers to care that students may not have the tools to overcome.
Barrier, client is leaving hospital but needs supplies costing $4,000. Back 6 spaces.
Oh no, you're not doing very well with your clients.
Well, I think the care coordination game is an excellent tool in preparing yourself for working in the medical field.
I would say the care coordination game would help us in our future medical assisting, because it kind of throws curveballs at you that you're probably going to run into.
The care coordination game asks critical questions that help you think about different things you can and can't do for when you're in the practice.
It gives you real, situations that you have to grapple with in a safe setting, so that you're, when you go into the workforce, you're already up and running.
Have you ever used a Rubik's Cube before?
Yes.
Did you think it was fun?
No, I couldn't figure it out.
How do you think it can be used in STEAM and education?
I think that there's probably a science to it, that from turning the different sides and how many times you've turned the sides.
Well, the mathematical part would be knowing what sides you turn and how many times will always get the same outcome and consistency.
$1,000.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
I don't have any money.
Oh, HIPAA breach. Oh,
Vacation.
Okay. We started backwards. Take that part out.
Thank you, boss.